Hello and welcome to Dell's Gaming, and this is a start of a little sort of series, etc., or what I'm calling Revisited, because I'm going to look at some of the games which in the past I'd either played or looked at but have had updates or been finally released, and it's time to revisit them to see if they're still a good game and what's changed since the last time I played them. Now, one of the ones I like is Prison Architect. I was playing it and did some series in very early alpha, and it's had a lot of changes since then and a lot of new game modes, so I thought I'd give it a go, see what's changed. Now, I'll point out I haven't played this in, I don't know, 2 years or so it'll be interesting to see, and I'm going to get lots of things wrong, but that's all part of it. Now, one of the changes I want to do, so if we do create a new prison, is try the new Warden mode. So instead of seeing the whole map, you only see a small portion of the map to do your building. So you have to, as a warden, be able to walk around the whole building in safety to do any changes, repairs, etc. So this could be interesting. So I've got to keep my warden alive, and that will be the game mode. That will be the aim of the game, is to survive rather than anything else. So we are going to have it in wood, and I will have permadeath. If I die, that's the end. Quite simply, I know that will be the end of the series, so hey, that's part of the fun of it. So now I'm going to keep a lot of things to standard, because I haven't played with mods, which I know you can put in, and we'll change a few of these to make it a little harder, but I don't want to make it too easy. Now, I looked at the wardens here, and a lot of these seem to they're only pluses, so they make things easier. I'm quite interested in going around with someone who, can make people less aggressive, but all it does is give you a benefit. So I'm going to stay with the standard warden, so I've got no benefits. I'm going to have a large map for the moment. I don't know how big we'll make this, but I'm going to set a large map for the moment. Right, fog of war, so that's the normal for this, so I can only see what either I can see or the CCTVs. Whereas from forest, won't have lakes. No, don't need buildings. We'll have gangs. Now, I'm not going to have events, because in this mode it'd be difficult to see whether an event happened, and I won't be able to get there quickly to repair the random events. So I think we'll just keep it to what's happening in the prison. Weather and temperature, that's a new thing. Staff needs, yeah, okay, I think they have that. Escape plans, yeah, they'll try to climb over the walls, that sounds good. Don't want unlimited funds. Now, I do know here under mutators you can make lots of other changes, which I'm not gonna do, because I'm gonna keep it standard for the moment. There seem to be interesting ones there, but they're a mix. I'm not sure how much they would not work with this particular mode. Also, there's no mods. So, for those that haven't played, basically you start with your warden, and what I'm going to do for the moment, just quickly, is turn off the intake. Okay, so just while I go through a few bits and pieces on this. So I can only build and plan where my warden is. So I've still got all of the usual planning modes, etc. But I can now, if I go to the edge of the map, it has no effect. I can't move it. My warden has to be in the area that we're building, which is interesting. So, right, we're going to go through the basic build then. So now I can pause it, but I can now not move the map in any way. So even paused, I'm only in this particular area. So let's start it up. I want to change a couple of things I want to change straight away. So I never like where the delivery rooms are, so we're going to take out deliveries there and move it. Right, deliveries, we'll move it to the other side. So deliveries is going up there, and we'll put garbage straight opposite here, just a little garbage area. Take that out there, and I'm going to put exports as well in, so that if we chop up trees, etc., so it will immediately start. If I say dismantle to these, it will immediately start generating some money for me. Okay, so that's the basics. You can see it's working, and now the guys should get way to get on and start building stuff, which is good. Oh, I need a storage area. Let's put a big storage area up above. So you can see I'm having to move my guy around. Now I can move him with shift. It makes him does make him go a little further, like storage. Yeah, we'll put a storage area up here, so that anything that's not being used is put somewhere. That's cool. Right, so I need a plan for how I'm gonna run this prison. Now, first of all, I'm gonna put a fence all the way around, but in general for the prison, I want to try and make this prison a have all types of prisoner in general. We're gonna, yeah, we'll make it a multi. So it'll have everything from minimum up to and including high security prisoners. Right, we'll just put a while I'm just building this, I'm just sort of setting up the entrance way. So we have an entrance way and a reception, and then unless we build everything off the reception area. Where am I? I'm in the wrong thing. Let's get myself sorted out here. So we'll just give myself, for the moment, we'll have a couple of large jail doors. So yeah, I have to wait for everything to get built. If, as you can see, with the now that there's a building in the way, you can see that the fog of war starts coming in. If you know my warden cannot literally see into that area, which I think is interesting and good. So that's going to make it a little bit more difficult, and building a little bit more difficult as well. So let's go. Now we want a little bit more. Let's go out to about there and there, and then we'll go out to about there. That gives my guys something to do. So okay, I need also, I suppose, a theme for this prison. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it like everything out external, or you know, lots of little. I think I'm trying to make it lots of dorms that have to participate together. Now, we might have a lot of open area rather than a lot of indoors, I think, after I've set this up. So, my first job, I will zip through this, is I'm going to put a fence all the way around the external part of this. Area, but that means I've got to walk around, which is annoying. So my plan is to make lots of, basically some little dorms or buildings that hold the prisoners, and they're like self-contained. You can see this, I have no overall map, so to go around here I can speed it up, there we go. That's a bit better. Now, ooh, I don't want to go all the way, let's just have it slightly there, it's not, and this way. So I can't see the overall how big an area I actually have here. I have to just start building. I actually got quite large, actually. I'd forgotten how big the come back to, and then all the way down. Whoops, that went a little bit haywire there. So I've got my guys building out the fence on the outside. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some money. I'm going to go for some grants, and I'm going to try and do all of the basic areas. So because I've got to survive in this prison, I want everyone to be happy, but I'm not going to be just let them do whatever they want. So let's go for that basic detention, and I think administration will be a couple of first ones I can get done quickly. Now we're going to need some, so first of all we're going to need some electric. Now a way I tend to do it is I tend to put them over this side. I don't know if that'll work, or yeah, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start here, and this will be our first area. So we'll have some utilities. I think there's different ways you can do this, to be frankly honest. This is just one of my ways I tend to start the game. As I said, it's a you get used to doing it in a particular way. All right, well, there we go. We'll go there. Right. I won't spend too much, but that should be enough to start off. I need an electricity cable there. So basically, we'll start electricity down the centre, and a large water pipe also down the centre as well. We'll bring it over here, maybe up, and that's our central water system. And then we can put valves and electrical cables, switches. So what I'm thinking is we have a minimum security is up the top. This will be our reception area, and also our primary moving prisoners into various areas happens through this area, and it'll have lots of security and etc. And it's the only way in and out effectively through this gateway. So we're going to have let's see, we're going to have jail doors, say there to that area there, and also down. So that's the areas into the main sections of the prison. And we'll have the electricity also going out those doors, and then a power switch just outside each of the doors to control it. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to need offices and that. We can have the offices over here, maybe an open plan office area for everybody over this side. So an office area, we only need a staff door I think from here, so we'll do like that. And then, oh, see, I can't, if I want to make this larger I can't because of my guys in the way. So okay, let's see, we'll put some bricks, we'll have a little bit of a space. So we need 4 for a, I think 4 for an office or 5 for an office. Shows how long since I've done this. I think it's 4. Yeah, so 4 before. So we'll create a we'll do it without planning too much. 1 2 3 4, a gap, 1 2 3 4, and the wall. So that takes it virtually up to the fence, so I can actually just go all the way up. So again, 1 2 3 4, and a gap, 1 2 3 4, and then wall. So that will give me, and then let's do another 1 2 3 4 5, another 5 area at the top. So I can put lots of areas in this open plan area. I think could be an interesting concept. And then what I want to do is I want to actually demolish that and replace it with a brick wall. Now one thing I have to be wary of is, as I'm building things on this, as I'm adding to the area, I have to make sure that I don't leave an avenue for any prisoners to escape from this prison, because that could be bad as such. Now at the moment I can't get up into this area here because they haven't put these doors in yet, so I can't get into the areas here. So I'm going to do a little bit of planning though. So okay, let's say we need a solitary area. Let's say the solitary, we don't have the solitary, no, this area here could possibly be visitors. I'm planning a lot ahead, and we have solitary somewhere down like here. So Let's see, solitary can have a solitary door. And how much space? We don't need much space for solitary for the moment. We just need to have, let's say, let's see, it's 1, 2, so it's an even number if we allow it to start from there, and we'll go there, so we can have 2 sets of is that to be enough solitaries? No, that's not to be enough. Actually, I might move that solitary door. So if I move it like that, so a central corridor, and then we'll change that where that door placement is. So if I cancel that and click here. Now, one thing I can do, so here, let's say I want to, if I hold the control button, oops, if I place it and then press control and left click, that means that you can see there's a guy is going to make that a priority, and I can do that with any of the other buildings here. So if I can here and left click with the control down, it will make them all priority urgent creations. So they will stop what they were doing previously and start working on that system, which is good. So this will be our solitary confinement area. Yeah, I might put visitation or something like that over here potentially. Right, now I will just, let's forward time, get these guys to do those bits, and I'll jump to once they have built those particular areas. Right, well, the guys have got the doors done and the solitary area, so let me just put the walls in where the solitary is going to be, but I'll leave it at that because we don't need the actual solitary to be set up. Whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's see, brick wall. We're doing everything in brick. I like brick. So we're going to have our solitaries here. I might just do a 1 maybe. Let's see, a room, a solitary. We'll just do 1 solitary. We'll just do 2. And let's see, object, a solitary door. It's a little expensive, but we can fill in the others as I need them. So, okay, the offices are still being worked on, and we'll get them done in a bit. So, first thing I'm going to need is a holding cell. So, let's say the holding cell is going to be that's going to be our minimum security. I can mostly do a holding cell just off of this area here. As again, I like it so everything's just off of the main corridor. So let's do a bigger holding cell with with everything self-contained in this area. So because it's a holding cell basically. So let's see, holding cell, does it have a particular size? Let's check to see in case it's had a change. 5x5. So, and we're going to need some toilets, a bench, and potentially some showers in that area as well. So let's see, 5x5. So we got there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So if we go up to here, I think we'll make this area. Now, one thing I noticed, you have to be a bit careful sometimes if you put something in and then try and cancel it. The system gets a little bit squirrely, for want of a better word. Right, we'll have a, if we have a, now we don't need brick wall. See, I'm going to have to wait for that so I can put that brick wall in, because it's obviously going to build this as one big area. So I'm going to wait on that particular area. The other bit, then we can start. Oh no, that's all we need to start thinking about, I think, for. Oh, we need a yard. So they're going to come out into here. Now, let's see, a yard. Now, I could have one big yard that everybody goes into. That's a bit dangerous, I think. I think I'll have to have segregated areas. But we could have this. The main area here is also the yard. So we're just going to segregate this off. So this entrance bit here, so for yards, do we have a particular size, minimum size it must be? Let's see, yard is 5x5, so that's still okay. We can make an area around this, somewhere around here is our yard. Now what I will do is I'm going to use brick walls here rather than fences. I was thinking about using fences, but I'll use a brick wall. So we'll go across here just as a marker, I think, and then we'll have starting here 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. We'll make it out to about here, I think, and then 1 2 3 4 5, and maybe up to about there, but we'll have one out of it. So let's just do this slightly differently. Let's go just mark the yard out. So where are we? Yard. So this will be the yard. Yeah, okay, I'm okay with that. Let's put a wall at the top of it for the moment. In actual fact, I don't want it going all the way up to the top, so let's take that top row out. Does it have to be behind the door? No. Okay, let's put a wall in here as well then. See if that satisfies it. So effectively it will be behind these doors. And what I can do is, whilst that's getting built, I can finish up what I was doing over here. So we need some walls over here. Let's put that wall back in there, and then we'll have possibly that's would be a shower room. Yep. Okay. Let's put that in. Let's see. We want a drain just there, and we might need a door on that. I've seen it give problems otherwise. Okay, toilets as well. I need to think of toilet area. We'll put a toilet there and toilet there, I think. So let's have a toilet in each of them. Let's set this area up to be the holding cell, so it's immediately knows what it's going to be, and that at the top will be a shower up in there. So I need a bench, but I'll put some beds in here as well because it's going to be a holding area. But we'll put a bench in, we'll put a bench over here, yeah, and a little bit too close to the wall, just there, that's the bench. And then I might put a couple of just bunk beds in here, which is a new thing, bunk beds. That wasn't in the previous versions I had used. So there's 6 bunk beds in there, so at least there's some bedding in there. And then we'll put some shower. Okay, so here it needs a door to the shower. Okay, so we'll put a door in there. That should hopefully give that what it needs. Now, okay, we will need some utilities. We need water. Why is that not a valve? We need a small water pipe. Go up there. There we go. That should go for water, and it might need some electrical cable. We'll just make sure it's fully supported with electricity. So this will be on the main grid on the holding cell, not on the switched areas. And okay, we need some showers, shower heads, plenty of them. So it's a pity you can't have that in the same area, which is interesting, but that's the way the game wants it. So okay, what do I need now? So I think there, once that's done, so that I don't know if that shower's in a good place having it there, but it will do for what we need. So our yard is complete. We've got nothing in there, but it is a yard at least, and I can maybe make that a bit bigger in the future, but I'm going to build around the yard. And what I will do is I'm going to beautify it up a little bit. Let's have let's grass out a load of it like there, but actually let's put some sand around the outside. Oops, why can't I see in there? Why is it not letting me? There we go. I've got up there. Sand. Oh, it doesn't like putting sand there for some reason. Why is that? Okay, we'll put grass in the centre. Oh, it let me put grass there, but it won't let me put sand there. That's a little annoying. Okay, and then we'll put paving stones around the edge for fast movement, so we'll put some just there and just up there. So yeah, okay, that will do. And okay, we'll then, okay, if it doesn't like that, let's have some gravel here then instead. It liked gravel, didn't want sand, maybe because it thought it was already sand. Hey ho, never mind. And I suppose I should put a couple of bits of equipment in there. A weight bench. We'll put a normal bench for those that want to look at that there, and we will put a, where are we, a phone booth so that they can phone home if they want to. We'll just put it in the yard here, in the centre though. There, we'll put 2 phone booths in there. What else might they want? A books. Now, what else would be interesting? Would they be useful in here? I think that'll be it. Now, okay, metal detectors. That's one thing I forgot here. I want metal detectors on the inside of these areas. So I'm gotta get my guy down. Any area where people come and go. We'll put a couple that side. Oh, there's door. That wall's gone missing from there. Where's the brick wall? There we go. And I think I'll give myself an office. So I need 2 offices. I need one for me and one for the accountant. So let's see how big an office I can do. So an office is got to be 4x. Well, that's kitchen. No, office 4x4. How big an area? I'm going to have the corner office here. Yeah, I'm going to have that office there, and then we'll have the accountant can be next to me. This might be the staff area, so I can actually see what the staff are doing. So the staff room's got to be 4x4. So we might put, just so I can see what the staff are up to as they're coming and going, I might put the staff room just there. So the staff room becomes, I can see what my employees are up to as they are, instead of working, they're mucking around in the area. Okay, so one thing here I noticed, the highlighting doesn't always work unless you zoom in a bit. Okay, let's build myself my little office there. Give myself a chair and a filing cabinet. And the accountants, I think, will need a few more cabinets there. I'll put in the desk. They can be looking at me. Okay, down there. I'll put the chair in once I am ready. And the other, I'll lay them out but not actually put anything in them, is I can do some more offices here. See how many other offices I can get. I can get another, I can get 4x4 in there. 4x4 in there. No, I don't like that there. So the size of this is a little off. Someone's gonna have you're gonna have a slightly bigger office, whoever you are. And I will need another office. Someone can have a nice big office there, and we a little bit less there. And what else would we need? Staff room. So I think there would be like a security room, but we'll sort that one out there. We've got a little bit of space left there if needed. But let's just let them build those areas. Let's see how are we doing here. So okay, canteen. So they need an accessible canteen and kitchen to be able to satisfy that. So okay, canteen for this area. We'll assume it's going to be minimum security, or we could say they have their own little canteen. No, they'll I think use the canteen from in here now. Okay, canteen. We'll start looking at building one up the top here, I think. On the back of this, yeah, okay. Something like that should be fine. And an entrance, we just need a standard door here. And no, not just there, we'll put it just there, make that an urgent, and then we will put a metal detector. I'm very hot on metal detectors, so I think we'll put a metal detector just on the outside of that one, especially from a canteen, because they will come along and try and take it out. Now, food. Now, I don't like to, what's the best way of putting it, have food preparation etc. given to the prisoners. I know it's a job and it can reduce costs and everything, but I like to have it staffed by my own people, and we can keep it under control that way. So what if just over here we put everything through the center again? We have, see, an object, we have a staff door here, and I'm gonna need to build again, so that's going to be, I think, visitation room. So if we go like that, demolish that bit of fence and replace it with a brick wall. I'm going to have to do that once it's done that. Let's hurry this one up so I can do like that. I'll expedite that. So yeah, demolish walls. Done. Okay, let's see how they do with that. How are we doing up here? So I've got to wait for them. Did my office get done? Oh yeah, there's my office has been done. Except I want a window. I think I want a window. I don't know if that will help me to see outside. I don't think it sees out of windows. Let's see. Let's put myself a nice big window. Where's large window? Right. Let's see. Expedite that window, please. Right, so this will be the kitchens, so I will lay that out already. Kitchen. It's not going to let me until it's actually the foundations are done. Let's speed everything up. Okay, done. I can now do a kitchen. Now, What I might also at this point do is I'm going to actually take out a couple of bits just there, and maybe about that much, because I'm going to try and be sneaky and have a little exit for garbage here through staff doors. Now yes, it is a little bit of a, we'll put safety on there so they can take the garbage straight out. That's my idea. We'll see how that goes. It might work, it might not. Well, let's have a think about this. Well, let's see how that goes. I think it should work. What's the worst that can happen, he says. Right, so some cookers. Let's put these the right way round. That looks about right. So we'll put some cookers down here. 4 cookers, and we'll put fridges. We'll allow for a second row of cookers, so that'll be a second row there. One, let's see. So we'll put some fridges in here, and some garbage. Where's garbage? Some bins. There we go, and that will be the entrance exit for the and we'll just make sure no prisoners can get through here without going through this front security room. So, but the cooks will be able to cook and get into the various areas and provide them with some food. Now, if need be, I could create some other small kitchens elsewhere, maybe in minimum security or something, but for the moment that will be the main kitchen. Okay, so this is alright, and that wall got... let's go and recreate the walls. Where's that brick wall? Thank you. Yep, put that brick wall back in there. And let's see, did they destroy anything building this? No, they seem to have put everything in correctly. So that's going to build up. So I need to just build the canteen area, and we looks like we need some power for these areas. So this will be the start in there and up into this area. There we go. That's fine. It won't need any water, I don't think. So okay, canteen. Dun 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 dun. Into here. Allowing that will be done. So we will put some serving. We only need minimum at the moment. Let's set it out as an area. Canteen. Canteen. Where's canteen? Canteen. That'll be canteen. Right, so it shows me what I actually need for this area. We need serving tables. We'll put 1 serving table here, accessible from... What I might do is let's see, have 2 serving tables. Put 1 just there, 1 on the other side, and then put some tables. Let's see how many tables we need to get in. We put tables here. Yeah, 1 like that. That's not to get as many in as I wanted. Will they fit in better this way? Yeah, that'll go. They don't need a gap in between. There we go. There's plenty of room for seating in there. I could actually move these over. Actually, let's. There we go. Let's move those over a little bit. I could always put another table in either side there, but we'll leave that for the moment. So there's a bit of area in the centre there, and maybe we can just we'll put a toilet just outside, or maybe a toilet. I think having toilets right next to your, yeah, we'll put one in the corner there. I think for anyone that's really desperate, we'll put a couple of toilets here. We'll link them up just for anyone that goes out in the yard and thinks I could really go to the toilet just at this second. We'll put a little brick wall in there just to give them a little bit of privacy, but not very much, because you obviously couldn't hold it until you could get to the proper toilet, so it's your own fault. I'm not being too nice to these guys. I'm mostly being nicer than I need to, but These water is not getting water. Why are you not? It needs hot water. Okay, so we need hot water pipes in these showers, not cold water pipes. So that's a new thing which I wasn't aware of. So we take those out, and so we need a hot water system. So hot water boiler. Where should we put the hot water boiler? It needs to be connected to the water. It needs to be in an open area. So what if we put it over here and then have water go to it? I'm assuming it's going to need normal water, and then it's going to need electricity, and yeah, we'll have it just connected from here. That's fine. And then we'll need hot water pipes. So hot water pipe. Okay, there. Let's see how that goes. So okay, that was a new thing that I wasn't aware of as such, that you had to have hot water pipes. So yep, that was a new little extra. So okay, what do we need in here? Oh, it's waiting for the serving benches. Let's just get those done. So if I do that, that'll should come on. Yeah, didn't get expedited. Let's see if I go onto objects and then click on there. Okay, let's see. So if I go serving table, no, it doesn't want to. Doesn't want to prioritize that. Okay, sod you then. Let's just let these guys sort themselves out. Okay, reception area. I'll quickly set up the reception area here, which I knew was a new one. So this is where all the guys come to in the first place. So this is just going to be one fairly large reception area, and we need a table and some other bits and pieces around here. Let's not have that quite so big. We'll have it slightly away from the walls. There we go. Object. Right, we need a chair, a desk. Let's zoom in. If we zoom in a little bit, it puts all the bits I need up the top, which is a good little handy little thing, and a table for all of the contraband. There we go, and that should be all that's needed for that. And then we will round the outside. We will put a metal floor. So that people, when they are moving between the areas, will have a quick movement. Except for in the centre, if they try to go through the centre, we want something which is fairly slow. What's slowish? We don't want concrete tiles. Okay, I want something on my own. I want some fancy tiles for my office, thank you. Yes, my office I want to have at least be a little bit different. There we go, fancy tiles, thank you. I know they're expensive, but you know, hey. Oh, I could have had marble. We'll give the accountants just white, nice plain white. I think they won't mind just a bit of white. There we go, bit of white tiles for them, and concrete floor in between the areas, or is it already concrete? It always is concrete floor, I guess. Maybe a bit of wooden floor actually. Yeah, nice bit of wooden flooring. Quite like that. That's in between the offices. Yeah, that looks quite nice. Okay, anything else? I am just waiting for them to build their bits and pieces. Now I've done my floor. There's no other floors that I would put in the centre. Okay, this here I could put. One thing I'd like is to put. It's outdoor only. Something to slow them down in certain areas, so they have to go through the metal detectors. But there's nothing inside which is fast, only normal. But what I could do is put a bit of wood there. So they will get slowed down each time they go through these doors and these main doors, to at least a normal speed rather than fast. So let's just wait for everything to get built. Let's see if there's anything, and I'm going to turn on the intake. So we should be able to take about 6 or 8 prisoners, but we're going to need. Oh, actually, let's get the administration centre done, because I think we can do 2 unlocks here at the same time. So, first of all, let's see. We need finance, and I'll also start on security and prison policy. I think those two, we've got enough money for those. Don't want to spend any more, because otherwise we'll run out of money for things. And just noticed we haven't got electricity down here. Kitchens, yeah, they can have their electrical cable from the mains, I think, so we'll allow them a main input. And up to here. There we go. And oh, I've forgotten a sink. Need a sink in the canteen. Just thought of that. Not thought about, I just realised. Sink. Right. Well, we'll put them over here, I think. Let's see. We'll put one just there, and we'll put one just there. And they will need some water. Just a small water pipe, I reckon. Just like that. Might, I think, will do. Does that need maybe a little bit more? Or just put it over there just to be on the safe side. I'll put a table in there as well. They might want a table just to put things on. So we'll put a table down the back. There we go. Nice little table just there so they can put things on if they need to. And then plenty of room for expansion. So we've got room for 4 or 5 cooks in there. So that'll get built. Let's see, what else are we waiting for? That room, we'll put the chair in here so it's ready for the accountant. There we go. Oh, there's some more wood flooring, and there, and we'll go up there at least anyway. Let's go up there. Got an office that bit. There we go. There we go, 2 more offices there. I'll be like foreman and security possibly. I've got another little bit of room just there. I'll sort out the staff room and everything else later, because it's not a priority. Okay, you're still saying you need water. Why is that? Because I've put the wrong type of pipe there. Because idiot. I've put hot water pipes in there instead of dismantle those utilities. There we go. And did I put the wrong ones into here? Oh no, they are correct. But I need to put small water pipes in here, not big water pipes. I think I've doubled up on these pipes as well, so let's dismantle these and start again, I think, on some of this. There we go. Is that looking better? Let's just see what we've got up here. And we've got lockup, but let's start. I think we're just about ready for an intake. But as I say, let's just see. What's the time? The time is 7 PM. So yeah, let's get ready for an intake in the morning. I think we'll be okay for that. We just go through some minimum security, and we just give ourselves, say, okay, we can have total prisoners. Six. We'll have 8, I think, at the moment. There isn't a requirement. Yeah, 8 will be enough just to at least get us up and running. It's a little more than possibly we need, but let's see how we do. That will hope. So now I need to think of 2 guards and 2 cooks. That will get me this basic center. So 2 guards, 2 cooks. Okay, that's got us that. Now I can quickly, I think, if I go to a grants, is do the staff well-being and get that, but just by getting some more guards. Whilst the guards are doing nothing, there we go. I'll build a staff room. We have a staff room, just got to build that, and I need my is my accountant ready to be? Is he, 3 hours for the accountant. Okay, so let's just get the staff room now. I need 1,000 available, but I just need the staff room. What does it need? It just needs a wide sofa and a drinks machine. I think we'd give them a little bit more than that. I think they can have a little bit more than just a wide sofa and a drinks machine. But we'll give them the priorities, which is let's see, how big did it go? Yeah, there's that, and the drinks machine. Yeah, we'll have the drinks machine there, but we'll also give them a TV, I think. Right, here, rules at the back. There we go, 1 TV, and we'll give them a little small sofa as well, just in case. There, and where are we? Anything else that would be useful in there? No, we won't worry about an arcade cabinet, I don't think. Okay, that'll do. That'll do for the moment. That'll do. Interestingly, I don't think you need toilets for the staff, but hey ho. Right, why is this still not getting built up here? Have we? Is it sorted itself out yet? Okay, right. Okay, so it's a little bit easier now. I can do, say, hot water pipe there, and continue the small water pipe there. Should, oh, and there maybe. No, that one's okay. I think that should be okay. We should fulfill. So all I need to do is wait for the accountant, and then the intake. Our electricity, just noticed, is getting a little low. Better put another couple of capacitors on that before it suddenly freaks out on me. When I'm doing the next building, because that would be just annoying. So while we're doing that, let's just have a look at our regime. Now I can't split it up at the moment, which is annoying, but let's see. So sleep, sleep, sleep. Yeah, eat. I don't think I'm gonna change this around. So I think we'll have eating in the morning, but not there. We'll have some let's see, nice good breakfast, then work free time into the yard, and then a quick eat, and again a work free time there, and a lock up in between. Yeah, lock up there, lock up. There we go. I think so. Lock up just before sleep. That should be okay for regime. So they get up in the morning. Just have to get up. We'll give them plenty of time. Go and have a shower. Come back from the shower. Get locked up. Might change that. Then I need some work free time. So people that want to help with coffee duties. So let's give them less time for the shower. This is minimum security, so those that are going to have jobs will be able, once I can set jobs, will be able to get around. And policy, I haven't got policies at the moment. Okay, that's fine. So what I can to get those other bits is micromanagement and prison policy. So we're working on those. It's just going to take a little bit of time to go through. Okay, let's speed up time. I think, is everything done here? Yeah, we're okay with this here. Oh, waiting for the accountant. Did this get sorted? Oh, my holding room is okay, and the canteen seems to be okay, and our yard is okay. And we've got no obvious escape routes as far as I can see anywhere. And we have the accountant available, so come on accountant, there we go. And the accountant now has their space, which means we filled those grants, so that's 2 more grants we have done. So while I'm waiting for the new people, I'll set up a couple of extra areas, offices, just ready for the next people, so at least we've got a couple of offices ready for them as such. Alright, let's just go down here so I can see it a little easier. We'll have that one that way, and that one over there, and a filing cabinet in each one. There we go, that should be all that they need. You've got a nice white tile. We'll sort out your tiles once you... Oh, okay. Need a little bit of something for the restroom. What colour should we have for the restroom? Had white tiles there. Don't want something too expensive. Although they actually they seem to be all 10. Oh, ceramic. That's expensive. Mosaic concrete tiles. Let's try concrete tiles then. Concrete tiles. Rather than concrete floor, so it's a little, looks a little nicer, but cheap, because I'm cheap. So what will be the next? I can't go through those. We can start with what will be the next grants. Cell block and prison maintenance, I think, would be the next. Yep. Okay. So we'll look at the grants later on. Let's just get these new intake in. So our new intake of prisoners are just about to come in. So it's only a small number of prisoners, but it'll just test the prison initially. and make sure that no one can get out. So I'm just going to supervise this initial prisoner intake. Just make sure everything comes out. So there's our 3 guys. Hello guys, what have we got? Pickpocketing and burglary. Oh, burglary's quite a large one. Some of these are quite long term, 7 years, 10 years left, nearly 4.5 years left. So we've got some interesting people coming in on this first intake. So they're being taken to the reception area, checked out, make sure they've got nothing on them. And the guards are going to give them a quick search as they come in, which is good to stop this initial intake of possible illicit goods into the prison, and then gives them a good old strip search, because that's what prison wardens like to do, is strip search the prisoners. It seems, you know, they've got to give them a quick stripping, and then they will get led into the holding cell. So yes, come on guys, come up this way. Come up this way. I'll make sure you're comfortably incarcerated in the jail. Come on, get it. Stop pushing the near naked Duncan. He's a big fellow. He's a bit of a whammer jammer, that guy. Although I must admit, I need to get on the weights and treadmill myself, so can't say too much. But they are in there. Oh, okay, guys. Welcome to my prison. Be good or else. Right, run. Right, don't want to get to you. And okay, guys. Cooks seem to be working okay. Let's make sure these cooks get into the into here sufficiently. I need to speed up that pathway just there, I reckon, just to make it a little quicker for them to get around this area. There we go. I did have sand all around, but let's just put a bit of paving stab. And why have you left those right in the God, what sort of idiots have I sort of like employed at this prison? Anyway, anyway, that's the end of this prison. I'm going to just monitor them going around to the various areas. Make sure that they're going. What is that? It's eat time. So let's just see if they actually do eat properly. We got a guard in there, so I'm okay. I'm safe. Yeah, you're not hungry. Okay. But they're going into the right areas. I'll give the perimeter a walk around in a little while, just to make sure nothing's been hasn't been left as a gap or such like. In the next episode, I will move on to the next detention centres, see what's available, and see what else we can get working for the prison, ready for the next intake of 5 prisoners, and build up a larger, get it up to about 20 or 30 prisoners in there. I quite like this mode, having to wander around. It makes it a little slower in some ways, because I actually do have to wander around, but I quite like it. There's a certain element of danger involved in that, you know, I have to make my way into the various areas of the prison to do the design and also to check to make sure everything is working. So I'm having to have a bit of a walk around to make sure that my little domain is all up to standard, so to speak. I quite like that. That's it's interesting. I like is maybe a bit too much, but yeah, it's interesting certainly. A different element to this game, and there's lots of new items to be researched in the objects. A lot we haven't even seen yet, and there is under grants and regimes, the finances. We've got all of the educational programs, which I do want to start trying to do. All of these basically, see what we can do as far as get everything, but in this mode. And also, I want to get tasers because I can arm myself with a taser. Yes. That will be good. Anyway, let me know what you believe, what you think. I'll do a few of these. I'll start with Prison Architect, but I'll also have a look at some of the older but updated games that have come around, where there's a significant update since I've last had a look at them, and see what they're like, worth playing. Just as a bit of interest, I think. Also, I'm gonna look out for a new game. I mean, I'm looking for some more good building games. One game I like the looks of is X4 Foundation. When that comes out, that's looking like a good space building game. I like the building games with a bit of strategy, but also I like there to be some sort of game to it, some sort of aim in the game. Like, to be honest, From the Depths is really good. You got all the building and you have the against the AI. There's a lot of games out there very good at doing the building, but they have no game mechanic to make you want to build for some reason. Anyway, that's it for now. I just my little peep. Any good suggestions, leave them below. At least I can have a look to see what I feel like and see what looks good. But until next time, keep playing the game and have fun.